It's Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Germany. We've got a few of these actually, not for today's video, just a single beer for now, but I've got a lot more of these beers from this brewery coming soon to the channel. That was a bit like spitting feathers, wasn't it? That sentence. It's by Kloster Andechs. They've been brewing beer since 1455. And this is their 5.9% ABV Special Hell's Lager. Oh, it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Brings me total joy and excitement when I get to review beers like this. This should be an absolute cracker. Here's the gold bottle cap with the Andechs brewery logo on the top. Yeah, without further, it's a brown bottle. You can see where the track marks on the bottle where the beer's been recycled. The bottle's been recycled. We'll get there in a minute. In Germany, you can get 10 cents every time you take a bottle back to the brewery. So they recycle them, they wash them, clean them, and they use them again. Isn't that brilliant? So without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Good amounts of smoke on the bottle opening. See the carbonation in the neck of the bottle. It's a good sign. Beer in the glass. Look at that. Given that last inch, it's probably not going to be a bottle conditioned beer. But I always like to give that bottle a bit of a spin. If there is any yeast in there, it makes its way into the glass. That's more flavour for me. So we got a 2-finger white head, even carbonation in the glass. It's a light, very light amber, almost straw coloured lager. I want to thank Head. Thank you very much, Head, for sending me this. Head Win for sending me this beer. Thank you very much, much appreciated. He's been supporting the channel for a long time. If you watch the 23 stout video I recorded recently, every single one of those beers was provided by Head. And I went back a week later, he said, I got some of these Andechs beers for you. I got about 6 or 7 of the Andechs beers, courtesy of Head. So, thank you very much, much appreciated. Aroma on the beer. Crisp malt, touch of sweetness, a little bit of a spicy, peppery, herby sort of aroma. Smells absolutely fantastic. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a beer. Everything. I don't know where to start because I was about to start talking about a specific part of the beer, the malt at the beginning, and then the hops come through and offered up this just wonderful hoppy, bitter finish on the beer. But it's a Hell's Lager. So it's we'll explain what a Hell's Lager is later on in the video, but it's hoppy, but also it's very malty at the same time. That's a big clue what a Hell's Lager is. nicely carbonated, as you can hear. Oh, it's fabulous. So the moment you put the beer in your mouth, you feel the carbonation. And then you feel at 5.9% ABV, the mouthfeel. You feel that the beer isn't sort of thin and sort of insipid and like, it's very refreshing, but it's not that sort of generic lager, thin, insipid refreshingness that you get. You can really taste the malt body in the beer. You really get the body, that malty, biscuity body. So then, forgetting the body and thinking about the hops, it's traditional German sort of Saaz, Hallertau, traditional German hops that you will find in a lot of German lager. But that's the secret of it. That's what makes German lager perfect. That's what makes it what it is in the first place. And I love that about the beer. And I love that about German beer. It's approaching Pils territory. And I would guess that if you were to have a glass of this in a bar, not quite knowing what it was, you would probably label it as a Pilsner. Pilsner's quite bitter. If you think of the famous Hofmeister, is not. If you think of Holsten Pils, that was the one I was looking for. If you think of Holsten Pils, I drank Holsten Pils in Hamburg in Germany where it's produced, and it's a completely different beer from the Holsten Pils we get in the UK. But anyway, regardless of that, it's really bitter. It's got a really sort of crisp, solid, leaning more to bitter than sweet bitterness to it. What you get from a Helles lager, and I think it would probably suit the modern sweet palate a little bit more, is that they've dialed down the hops a little bit on the back end. It's not as bitter on the back end, but you still get that level of sweetness. You still get that malty, sort of light, crisp, bread basket sweetness over here. And then it's a balance with the bitterness over here. It's a beautiful beer. Absolutely beautiful. Is there any English? Brewed and bottled Klosterbrauerei Andechs. This brewery as well, apparently, it's like, I think it's the brewery, one of the German breweries is on an island, and it's just stunning. But I think it might be this one. I believe it's this one. If it is this one, then I'd love to go and visit it. I'd love to go. But thank you very much, Head, for sending me the beer. This indeed was a special Helles lager. It really was, 5.9% ABV. It does everything that I want from a lager. And it has that strength as well, at 5.9% ABV. It's a really good beer. It's a Stone the Crow's 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.